What's up, everyone? It's Keaton here with another video. Today we'll be doing a little bit of me teaching you. Tomorrow, I promise you, tomorrow will be more like an art challenge, which kind of noticed because I've been kind of like teaching, so I probably should do like an art challenge, so which I'm doing tomorrow. But today will be kind of like me telling you some advice on art. Anyway, not advice, but giving you some like inspiration or knowledge, right? So today I want to talk about. I'm just gonna write here so you can read it. Like texture. That's what we'll be doing today, and I'll be talking a bit about what is texture in art and how it really is really important in art. And I think a lot of people overlook that. So I just want to make a video about it because I really think it's really important. Like so, whoever those self-taught artists, or whoever didn't know about this, I'm teaching this to you right now. So, yeah. Texture. You might be thinking, what do you mean by texture in art? I'm talking about. Okay, first I want you. I'm just gonna. So, I'm gonna give you a hint. Eyes. So what you see, right? What you see, and what you feel, and what you see, and how do you like? I'm just gonna draw a plant or whatever, and then I'm just gonna, well, how you feel it. So see and feel are the most important things. I think there's like a thing I forgot. See, feel, touch, smell, taste, whatever. Those are how you're in like English class, and then teacher says that those like the four principles. I forgot, but these are the two I feel like are important. So see, touch. I'll say this is like touch, but feel and touch, right? And the reason why textures are so important are, imagine you're drawing a landscape. Like I did watercolor painting. I can't show you because it's so big. Of a lake that's in, I forgot, White Pine Beach. Yeah, it's on my Instagram if you want to see it. But I use like texture with watercolor, like with pencils showing with trees. So maybe wonder how should I show texture in trees? How should, you know what I mean? So using wavy lines showing that it is maybe like if you see a tree, like I'm just gonna draw a tree right here, and if I add like a little bit of texture, you would see, oh, it might look fluffy because we think our heads feel like, okay, whenever we draw this, we think of fluffy things, right? So that's why I want us to think. And same thing for like jagged lines, so like spikes. Oh, this might look spiky, right? You get the point, right? And spiky just with so many different things. Like rocks, jagged. I forgot all the adjectives, but there's jagged, fluffy, fuzzy, like describing words, right? And like showing wood, so just maybe look like a wood, just like a wood plank, and you can show like texture by just adding lines, right? If you don't add texture, it just looks plain, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like add texture, add more detail to your art, so that it shows more description. That's what I think I'm trying to say, right? So like like I said, let's write down those adjectives. I'm gonna write them down. So fluffy. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but who cares? Tough, rough. It's just like rhyme. I'm writing right now. Spiky. So I want to keep this in mind when you're drawing. You don't have to write, but you just think in your head. Okay, I'm drawing a cat. How is the audience gonna see that this cat is fluffy what technique should I use? Like hatching, lines, curvy lines, hatching, dots, smudging, right? And that's why I want you guys to think, like, how could I interpret that, right? So today, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I already have a drawing that I did not have complete. I started yesterday. I drew into a midnight tire, but I want to show you I incorporate texture to that. But yeah, surprise. This is what I drew. This is Ellie from The Last of Us. This is specifically part 2, which I watched the whole episode. Yeah, it's really unbelievable. If you ever play or watch the game, it's a graphic. I can't even. And the story is so good, so that's why I wanted to draw this yesterday. As you see, it's not really completed. It's just, I know I have a little bit of shade, but I haven't added texture. That's what we're missing. So I'm gonna show you guys how kind of my process. I'm gonna add some trees probably, or vines, and then some texture in the coat. I think I already showed that, but I just want to add more things and then just talk about, probably the show and texture. Right? It's kind of my excuse, like, I chose the subject because I want to talk about the show at the same time. I want to talk about texture, so that's probably the reason I'm making this video. But yeah, it's my thing. So yeah, probably my favorite. This is probably one of my inspirations for my art. But yeah, I'm starting off with like a wood plank, like a window here. So yeah, use a ruler. Always use a ruler. I know artists like I can draw a straight line. No, just use a ruler. I promise you'll look more cleaner. I've been there. I've been like, oh, I bet I can draw a straight line. Just use a ruler, please. So I'm just gonna draw a window because my idea is like. So I was typing yesterday on Pinterest. I was scrolling on Pinterest for hours. By the way, I think every artist has been through that. Just scrolling for references, but yeah. But yeah, I just want you guys to think about that texture. Meanwhile, I'm drawing, like adding more detail in this scene here. But yeah. So since this is kind of a wooden house abandoned thing, so I want you to think. I want you guys to critique me a little bit. And I want you to comment down below what things should I add that you see that that should be in there, that it should, like, only like see, like I said, see, touch, like, or feel. And now I want you to see, like, for example, you're drawing like wood, it should be looking rough. Like, like I said, I want this to be like, The Last of Us. It's like a post-apocalypse game, so I want this wood to be rough. So I want you to spot some things and then just comment below if you like to. If you don't want to, it's alright. You can. I just want it's a good exercise. Like, you can. One thing I would do is look at like your favorite artist and look at one piece and find some texture in there. So I just want to make this a little bit rough. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. Now how, like, it's unfinished, like wood kind of thing, like little jagged lines. So I just want to show that just a little bit. I know wood is supposed to be straight, but I just want to add a little bit of that. Looks like anything in here. So yeah. So I'm just adding to this detail. By the way, aside from texture, I just want to say, when I was watching this game, I think I watched, I watched the first one. It's been a long time. I watched the first one like 2 years ago. I know that's a little bit late, but me, like, getting into this franchise. I wonder when did part two came out? I forgot. But yeah, it's one of my favorite stories. I wonder what they're gonna do for The Last of Us 3. I hope they do I hope they don't continue it. I just hope they do like a backstory on like Joel and Tommy, something like that. But yeah, that's one wood. Yeah. So the lines here, lines help you create things that people can see and kind of see kind of like real world kind of stuff. So yeah. So I'm just done adding that. Just add a little bit of hatching. It's like shadows a little bit. So how can I make this here? I already, the one thing, it's not about like adding lines. It could be, if you're drawing hair, you want to add volume. So I did, like, you can still see the circle, it's a rough sketch. You want to add more volume, so that's how you make it fluffy, right? So things like that's not just like, lines, like I said, like hatching, So it's gonna add a little bit more strands of hair. The color of this a little bit. So I want this fin to be looking kind of rough. It's been broken glass here. So I just like the purpose of the video. I want to show you adding detail, texture, all those things. Hatching, little dots. That bringing fins to life. So yeah. Little wood. I don't know what grains that's what they're called. To the bowl. And I just want to add little vines here. So this is like it's definitely like something that you should try. Like, maybe just do like a observation. I know always the observations basically like a part of our artists, like how we draw and stuff. You can do some of your imagination stuff. But yeah. Okay, I want to draw some moss, so I'm gonna make it a little tiny there. Okay, some hatching, adding more lines into it. I'm not gonna like scribble. That's another texture thing. I want to scribble, making it look like it's moss. So I'm just gonna scribble and see how I add texture. You might be thinking, okay, if I'm looking at that, how would it feel if I was there? It'll feel soft. That's moss, right? So those are the things I want you guys to have a different perspective. Not just like drawing, look, it looks cool right away, right? I just want you guys look at it one time and just not be the artist, but just be the audience of looking at what story are you telling, or what things or details you want to add in, But don't add too much detail. Add a decent amount of details. Don't overfill while you're drawing. Just add things. If you think it's good, it's good. There's no judging with that. Like if someone says, "Oh, you're missing something," just like if you think it's good, it's good. You finished your drawing, right? So just add moss here. Scribble. Spider web. Spider web. One thing I like about the story is that it really shows all the characters' emotions, which I really want to get into to talk topic of storytelling, like emotions, because I have trouble. I can draw like face, like emotions and stuff. It's hard to like. The lips are really hard to draw. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I just want to show more, I guess, perspective on like, how those like thumbnails for movies and stuff. That's what I wanted to do. So I just want to add a little bit, like a little bit hatching, looking the jacket looking rough. This mud or blood or whatever. She's going to. I added like these little lines for the arrows, and they feel. How arrows feel like they're straight, feathers. So I don't know if, like that would feel it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain the texture of that, but I think it will feel stiff, right? Because one straight line might feel stiff. Wavy lines may feel maybe not just texture, but I think it also applies to the vibe. Like, sharp lines indicate. I don't know. But I was thinking of something, but no, just fluffy, like I said, scribbly. They're just different ways to use lines. So, just gonna add a little bit of lines here. Looks like she's been to something. Yeah. It was pretty hard to draw this last night, by the way, with the face. Because I tried the Loomis method for the first time. Not my favorite method. I usually just draw a circle, and from there I just draw the head. Some miracle. I understand the Loomis method, I just draw the head, like sideways, and I just add another circle. I don't know if that's Loomis method, but I know you gotta add extra more lines. I didn't add like the whatever. This is the rectangle between the eyes, but I didn't do that. I just added like that because I have trouble drawing that because I didn't get how. I guess it's for side profiles or this type of angle. But yeah, I did it. Yay! Proud of it. But yeah. So I just want to add, like, okay, I just want this to be spray paint, so I'm going to make some foamy lines, make it look like spray paint. Like it's dripping down, some circles on some of the letters. This isn't too much I can do today, because I'm just adding final touches on this drawing, but yeah. I wish I had I wish I had the recording of me drawing this. If I ever do like a drawing and if I want to make a video tomorrow, like video, I'll do like a process maybe next time if I ever do a video and then I wanted to, make a video. I'm gonna show you the process first and then, just, it's more enjoyable. I know, like my big thing is, I want to see the process. I don't have the video, but sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna add some shattered glass. I'm gonna add some spikes, kind of thing, making sure it's like shatter. So like stiff. This one looks a little bit too much like. So you want, yeah. See, like I will look at references too if you're like, if you're wondering, if you're still confused, what do you mean by texturize? Just type up on Pinterest like texture or on Google like principles of textures in art. That's I would like probably type in. But yeah. Yeah. Alright, more hatching here. Shadows. I don't want to like overfill this drawing. So yeah, that's really all. That's all I just want to show you guys on like I want to give you guys like a new perspective as like if you're drawing it, when you're done the drawing, I want you to be the audience looking at it, right? So okay. Texture, see, feel, touch, scent, like smell, like same thing is like pie, or like you're drawing like a food. You want steam, you want to draw steam, you want to draw like a whipped cream, like something delicious, I guess. And then if you draw it with no lines or no context, like no steam coming out there, it might look. I'm not trying to say it looks bland. If it's like if you're drawing coffee with no steam, like if I look drawing, okay, drawing, there's coffee with steam coming out. Oh, it's hot chocolate. And imagine if there's a window here on a cold day outside snowing. That gives me a context. If there's nothing there, okay, there's coffee. There's snow. It might be Christmas. It's still good, but just adding things. So like I said, dots, using dots as texture, hatching, like for I don't know what these called, spiking things, draw spikes, little fluffy things here, and scribbles. There's other things you can do with like wiggles, and then just another thing you can do, just like little squares. Maybe you think showing tiles, right? Or you can show detail. So I'm just drawing little squares or circles together. Right. So that's all I want to show you guys for today. But I hope you enjoy about learning. No, my my take for today. Like with that. But if you're still confused, just pick your favorite artist and find an art piece from them, observe it, and just like find some texture in there, like I said, like from things I mentioned there, or create a drawing and practice those things, right? This might be a boring video, but I promise tomorrow will be more fun with the challenge. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, there's Ellie from The Last of Us, specifically 2. I do like the Last of Us 2 Ellie design, but I like the first one, but decide on this. But yeah, tell me if it looks kind of scrambled. I don't know if it's scrambled or not, but like I said, it's by your choice. I think it looks good. I don't think I need to add anything. I just need to add some color, and I think that's good. And I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a good day.